Wine, baby. He said he feeling good. Come on, man.
Gucci, you hear me?
Hey, you already know better pull up, man. It's going down. Starting right now. We in this bitch taking shots, just chilling, dog. You know what I'm saying? Bro. Nigga, we in this bitch, we chilling. And we all at.
Why you just hit her? 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 Angela, Angela, your nigga just hit her.
Marshall!
What are you talking about? Nigga, you know my best friend beat your ass.
Hey, get the fuck off my car!
What you talking about? You can't say little bitch. This ain't bad. Don't never push me.
Take it easy, though. Take it easy, baby.
Touch me.
Are you okay?
Nobody fucking touch me. I told you my son.
Alright, y'all, now this story right here is crazy. It's all type of stories as to what happened, but some people are saying the guy wasn't wrong for what he did. Meanwhile, you got people saying that he was and he took it too far. But I want y'all to be the judge after y'all watch this video, because according to reports, a Detroit man stabbed several people due to his mother getting jumped at a pool party where everyone seemed to be having a good time at first, but at some point it went left. No one knows how or why it went left, but it led to a man's mother getting jumped by 3 to 4 girls, according to the people that was there, and him stabbing people in the process. We don't know how true it is, but it's been mentioned that the girls that was jumping his mother may have been popping pills or drunk, so they may have been under a substance, but it haven't been 100% confirmed. Now, others are saying that the reason the man started stabbing people is because they were jumping his mother, and when he tried to get them off, it was too many of them and he couldn't do anything, so he started stabbing them. Now, 2 people would end up losing their lives, with one of them being one of the girls that was fighting his mother, but then it was a guy who they say was trying to break it up because he was the one that threw the party. Now, on top of that, that same man that was stabbed and lost his life was stabbed by the same man he was seen on IG Live with earlier at the party, as he called him his brother and all. Now, the worst part is, the suspect who did the stabbing was recently released from jail not too long ago for a separate stabbing, but no one lost their life that time. Crazy. However, people who were there were mostly defending him because they're saying it wasn't his fault and he was actually trying to defuse the situation, according to one post. Now, a woman on Facebook who was there would say, quote, "I was there. The boy hit a girl first because the girl was on some drunk-ish, starting-ish with his mother. In nobody defense, the N-word tried to avoid it from the jump. He not wrong." Somebody replied saying, quote, "Well, see, nobody really know what happened but the people that was there," shaking my head. She replied saying, quote, "Yeah, the girl was drunk, kept bumping into his mother. All he said was, 'You okay?' and kind of moved the girl away from his mother, but the B-word jumped on tip, instantly ran up on his mother, swung and missed." The girl replied saying, quote, "So what it sound like nobody couldn't control their liquor. All this for nothing. Damn." So with that being said, some people say that it's a clear case of self-defense because he seemed to be outnumbered, and it appeared that the girl who lost her life started everything because she was way too drunk and he was just trying to protect himself and his mother. Now, one thing about these gatherings, y'all, I don't think it's a good idea this summer. They should just wrap it up, cancel summer done. Because every time we turn around, it seems like every time there's a party or gathering period, we see someone losing their lives because an argument breaks out and things get out of control, whether it's due to drugs and or alcohol. Now we're going to get into this video by the family to get a little more details. Shout out to them. If y'all want to see the whole video, I'm going to leave a link pinned in the comments so y'all can go check out their platform. But in the meantime, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it.
Oh my God! Oh my God, Lord Jesus!
Yo, and the videos are graphic, y'all. I didn't put it on here for obvious reasons, but it's all over social media, Facebook. You can actually see when the stabbing took place, and literally to the point to where she lost her life on camera. Crazy.
Oh my God.
Oh my God!
I don't even know why people record stuff. Like, that's another thing. When people record things like that, right? What do y'all keep that in y'all phone for? Like, when you gonna go watch somebody that just lost their life on camera? What are you gonna watch it again? Or you gonna share it on social media for no apparent reason? Keep in mind, y'all gotta remember, these people got families. I mean, some people care, some people don't. It is what it is.
Hey, you already know better pull up, man. It's going down.
This is who party
Starting
was.
right now. We ain't been taking shots, just chilling, dog.
That's the suspect, right? So this is who party it was, who's talking, and this is the suspect that did it. Now he seemed cool, he seemed calm, seemed like everything was under control.
You know what I'm saying?
10 o'clock this evening, we had received a call that there was possibly somebody stabbed. Officers came and they made the location. Upon making the location, we discovered we had several individuals stabbed. So
In Detroit last night, 2 lives were lost, and it played out online for the world to see. Some say it started all because the man had too much pride, but others say maybe he didn't have enough. But what we do know is his mother was caught up in the middle of an altercation with a $2,000 reward on his head from the public. People now starting to ask, why was she even at a pool party in the first place, knowing her son was going to be there? And we pretty much know the quote that's going to surround this story. Parents are a reflection of their kids. And if I wasn't doing this show, I might agree. But my job here is to give context, to learn from these situations, to pay our respects to the victims, and make sure their stories just don't fade into the timeline.
Now keep in mind, he had money on his head. He had just recently got out of jail for trying to stab a different woman. So this is, I guess, what he does. I guess he's into the jail antics where he's stabbing, because at the end of the day, who's stabbing somebody? I would have thought he had a gun or something, but no. They say he had a knife and he was stabbing people. Crazy. But then his mother was there as well. Who go to a pool party with their mother? That's kind of crazy.
We're going to present the facts from both sides, because only you can decide what you would do if your mom was in harm's way. It's a narrative being pushed, but I'm here to break it down and separate the noise from the truth. This all happened in Detroit. 2 people who hours earlier looked like they were having a time of their life, at least a good one. Their last moments still live online, but the reality is they allegedly lost their lives after being stabbed. Today, we're going over every public detail. And we also going to talk about why pool parties in 2025 have become one of the biggest hits and the most dangerous misses. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to jump right to it. On Saturday, August 9th, 2025, a man identified as Karie Hussain had went to Facebook to promote a pool party he was throwing with his friends. It would seem to be a good date, laughs, drinks, and people enjoying your good music.
I do too. I'm up. Wine, baby. He said he feeling good.
There you go.
Come on, man. We Gucci, you hear me?
What was that about, though? He's like, and I got my mama here, we Gucci. See, that's kind of weird. If it was, perfect example, right? You go into a party with your friends and the whole 9 yards, and you bring your mom. That's kind of, I don't know. I never say, yo, I'm about to go out to a barbecue or go out X, Y, and Z and bring my moms. Now, if it's a family event, then that's totally different. But he brought his mother to a pool party for the guys. Crazy.
Hey, you already know better pull up, man. It's going down. Starting right now. We ain't been taking shots, just chilling, dog. You know what I'm saying? Bro. Nigga, we in this bitch. We chilling. We all that. Woo! Cooler than your cousin. Y'all know what it is.
I ain't gonna lie, that Airbnb was nice.
Make it clap some more. I don't know bad bitches twerking on the floor. Get down, get down, get down, get down, get down, get down.
And you know, let me tell y'all one thing about these parties, man. This how it starts. I guess this is before the liquor. This is like the prequel. This is like before the liquor settle in, before everybody get crazy. If you peep, everybody drinking. It's always towards the end when the bull crap happens.
Up on the bull, man.
He was enjoying himself.
Love that shit. Big love that shit. He don't give a fuck out of this shit. He don't give a fuck about this shit. That nigga ready to fuck up. Okay then.
Also, a young mom showed her way making her way to the pool party who went by the name of Tisha. And just like Karie, laughs, smiles, good music, always seemed to be a good night.
The wifeys. I don't learn from that chick that's got the light tips. Bring them blues out so quick they thought they seen something with the.
She want him bad, gave it to her, now he sick. Ain't fucking on these niggas, we get real. I'm like my favorite spoiler track, nigga. Talk just did this phony, been out to the trap, nigga. Shake that ass home, shake that ass home.
Hussain got the what? Stop with me.
So she was there with her boyfriend as well, which is kind of crazy because I don't know, man. I feel like, you know, if you there and you know your girl drinking, you know that maybe she may get out of hand a little bit. You're supposed to be like, all right, it's time to go. Right? It's time to go. I don't care how crazy she is. It's time to go. She might get mad, but if once you see your significant other get to the point where you know, like, all right, she about to get out of control or maybe she bugging, it's time for y'all to go.
Now, shortly after both of their lives, an altercation took place. Both of them lost their lives, and the sad part is, Karie allegedly had posted his killer, saying he was a brother, and even his mom, who some would say was the reason it started. Now, I can't play the entirety of this video. I have to leave the link in the bio for you guys to check it out on the Family TV X account or the Instagram. But as you can see, this man was trying to stop women from beating his mom. But the same after this video, another altercation took place between the mother, which someone that was close had allegedly spoke on it, which
I ain't gonna lie, the mother do look the mother looked like she kind of started something. But to be honest with you, the people that was there, they saying, yo, listen, it wasn't the mother's fault. The other girl was drunk. She kept bumping the mother. I guess the mother was complaining, so you know the guy said something. She bumped her again. The guy kind of like gave her a little nudge, and then that's when it went left.
Later read, and he ended up stabbing 4 people, leaving 2 deceased. One person went to Facebook and said the following: and let it be known, the world just watched this man on the left murder 2 people on the right, one being Tisha P and Hussain Karie. He also stabbed 2 additional people solely based on something he started / edged on for real, due to assaulting the wrong person 100. The entire situation was and is posted on the same page y'all getting the actual stabbing from. He, Juan, put his hands on the girl Tisha first. And as you can see, fam, Tisha came with someone, as we saw in her live. And now looking at the green fingernails, we know that Tisha was the one fighting his mom. So did he push Tisha for whooping his mom? That might make sense. She went on to say the mama pushed another woman off video and already had an issue, which is why she, the mom, was even getting touched on anyway. That had nothing to do with Tisha or the young man killed, and was already a previous convo and argument with other women. For real, ask yourself, why would a man sit and watch his mama be jumped and not try to get his mama out there quick to safety? Why not remove her as a man? Because he knew he was in the wrong, and instead of taking his mama and leaving or preventing the fight itself, he murdered 2 people on the spot for something he did / escalated further. Conflict resolution is literally dying out. Bro, I don't even know this woman personally, but she survived so much and truly is, and was a hard body just to lose her life in 2 seconds to a peon ass nigga who can't control his temper. For a grown ass woman who could have just left, Tisha is and was a mom, a niece, a best friend, a daughter, a human being. A son was lost, an uncle, a loved one. Rest in power, king and queen. I hate I ever saw this shit. I'm literally traumatized. Now, Juan allegedly...
Now, like I said, nobody, see, as y'all can see, it's a couple stories floating around. You got one person saying that the Tisha girl did bump the mother a couple times, but then you got her saying that it was the wrong person. She been getting into it with girls. I don't know.
He left the scene. Someone went on Facebook saying they got $2,000 for his location. It should also be noted that Juan was only home for a month before this incident. He served a little over a year for bodily harm, less murder, or by strangulation. Police got to the scene a little before 10 p.m. And once talking to the media, this is what they had to say.
See, but this is what pissed me off too, right? Because the law system is crazy. This man got assault with intentional great bodily harm, less murder or by strangulation, and he only did a year and 9 months. Whereas a lot of times, if you get caught for something as simple as credit card fraud, they're willing to give you 1 to 3, or rip 15 months. Right? Why was this man let out? He's obviously a menace, and not to mention, he was supposed to be in the house. Because clearly he's on parole or probation. I think parole. But he's not supposed to be at the house at a certain time. So technically he wasn't even supposed to be at that pool party to begin with. And maybe if he wasn't there, his mother wasn't going to be there. So maybe none of this would have happened. Crazy.
Deputy Chief Arnold Williams, ARNOLD, Deputy Chief Eastern Operations. At about just before 10 o'clock this evening, we had received a call that there was possibly somebody stabbed. Officers came and they made the location. Upon making the location, we discovered we had several individuals stabbed. So after the preliminary investigation, we had 4 people stabbed. 2 were stabbed fatally and 2 were stabbed non-fatally. Of the 2 that were stabbed non-fatally, 1 is in critical condition and the other one is stable. Everybody was adults. 3 of the victims were in their 30s.
You say like it mattered. You see him? Everybody was adults. What that matter? People got stabbed and lost their life, and you got another one in critical condition. Everybody was adults.
1 was in their 20s. This was basically a pool party that was taking place, and there was an argument that started over a woman who was at the pool party. From that argument, 1 male suspect stabbed 4 of our victims. We do have a person of interest, and we have that person identified. So they're not in custody, but we are looking for them at this time.
And those victims that fatally was that the person?
Yes, so it was a female victim who was in her 20s, and then the male victim, he was in his 30s.
And you said this started from a woman. What is the relationship to the suspect and the woman?
They possibly have a dating relationship, but we haven't confirmed that yet. That's just preliminarily what we're getting.
You said it started as a location?
Yes.
Any message to the community?
Just the same message that we've continued to put out. Over these last couple of days, we've had just this rash of violence that's just unexplainable. This again is one of those incidents. We've had 4 people who were stabbed because someone said something or someone may have touched somebody. And that is not how we deal with any type of conflict. We have to do better. We have to do better. So for this incident is basically from a party. Somebody said something or did something that somebody else didn't like. And then because of that, we have 4 victims who are, at least 1 is fighting for his life right now, and 2 have lost theirs.
At the end of the day, 2 lives are gone. And while people online argue over whose fault it is, the truth is everybody lost. Families, the community, even the people who just there to have fun. We share these stories not to entertain the drama, but to remind people just how quickly a good time can turn into a headline. Pride, anger, and impulse can cost everything. And once it's over, there's no rewind button. As we wrap this video up, we want to say rest in peace to every victim.
All right, y'all. So that's pretty much it, man. As you can see, the story is twisted. Some people are saying he was wrong. Some people are saying he wasn't. I see a lot of people on social media saying, well, if that was my mother, I would have did the same thing. If you have girls jumping my mother, I don't care who it is, what it is. it's gonna happen. And some people agree with it, some people don't. I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy. To me, I think stabbing is a little bit extreme, but like I said, everybody have their own way of handling things. It just is what it is. Y'all be careful at these gatherings, especially with the summer coming to a close. It just needs to be canceled at this point because too much have gone on within the span of just July and August within itself, man. Y'all jump in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. And I'm out.